Alabama, Cincinnati, national semifinal at the Cotton Bowl, even though it's not the Cotton Bowl or played at the stadium or even the bowl game, but it's a national semifinal for the college football national championship game. All right, welcome to the Voice of College Football. Please like the video, share the videos out on social media, subscribe right here at the Voice of College Football, and to your favorite team channel. All right, let's break it down. The Tide and the Bearcats. You can find my predictions for all the bowl games, and you would have been able to benefit from my predictions throughout the season on a week-to-week basis as I predict all the top 25 games. Just go to Patreon, search Mark Rogers TV. Now that the Power 5 teams are in play, I'm on a roll, 7 consecutive wins against the spread. All right, let's size it up. Bama, Cincinnati. There has never been a talent gap in a national semifinal game like there is right now. I'm going to produce a video. Possibly, I've compiled all the numbers, should have released the video earlier this week, framing the talent rankings for all the national semifinal games going back to 2014 to outline the mismatch that this game is on paper. All right, we did see Cincinnati win by 2 touchdowns at Notre Dame, by 2 scores at Notre Dame on the road earlier this season. Notre Dame's a good team. They're a top 10 to 12 team in the nation. I don't care what their ranking is. Based on my evaluation, top 10 to 12 team in the nation. All right, also, we know that Cincinnati played toe-to-toe, should have won the game against Georgia, an extremely talented top 3 in the nation Georgia team at the Peach Bowl last year. There were opt-outs of that game that impacted the game as well. All right, let's get to this one because this is the one that matters. Much has been made about the John Mechie injury. It is key. It matters. He caught 96 passes this year. He was the most consistent Alabama receiver, not the most explosive, the most consistent. Again, 96 catches. That's top 5 in the history of Alabama football. However, Mechie's out. The guys behind him will step up and they will play well. We have produced video after video after video outlining Alabama's approach and the personnel there. I will note one player in particular, Ja'Corey Brooks, number 1 rated receiver coming out of high school, only caught 5 passes this year. Is he up to the challenge? Well, let's consider that he stepped in and caught the game-tying touchdown in the clutch after a 97-yard drive on a remarkable catch over the top from Bryce Young to tie the Auburn game and save Alabama's Iron Bowl and SEC championship game, and, of course, the college football playoff. So, Jameson Williams can take the top off a defense. He's elite. He's special. We've seen it time and time again. He is going to be a handful for Cincinnati to handle. All right. This is not an all-time Alabama wide receiver core like they've enjoyed for the past few years. Those are vintage, all-time great receiving cores, 4 first-round picks in 2 years. This is still an elite receiving core in college football, one of the 5 best in the nation. Sauce Gardner, Kobe Bryant, they are exceptional. They are tremendous. However, let's understand the mismatch between wide receivers and cornerbacks. We see it every game in college football. You need a pass rush. Yes, they will be able to cover the Alabama receivers better than possibly anybody has this year. However, they will need a pass rush, and I don't believe that they will be able to get it consistently enough. Will they get it on occasion? Yes. Alabama's offensive line has not been anywhere close to Alabama standards this year. Check out the tape against LSU and against Auburn in particular. However, did Alabama fix it in 1 week, 1 game, 1 sample against Georgia? How confident can we be that Alabama's fixed its offensive line? I'm extremely confident. Number 1, they were playing the best defense in the country. So the sample size is only 1 game, but it's against Georgia. Number 2, Alabama fixes its issues. Nick Saban and his coaching staff have the ability and have shown it down through the years of being able to prepare for postseason games, both bowl games and playoff games. When they've got 3 to 4 weeks to prepare, they have the advantage over the other coaching staff. Is Luke Fickell and his staff capable? Are they good? Absolutely. Nick Saban good? No. So the Alabama offensive line has been fixed. Will they run the ball down Cincinnati's throats? Not necessarily. I believe Alabama will run it enough to be effective in taking some heat off of Bryce Young and taking the entire load off of his shoulders. when you look at Bryce Young and you look at the quarterback comparison between he and Desmond Ridder, it's not a comparison. Bryce Young's just flat out better. Desmond Ridder, very good quarterback, one of the top 15 to 20 quarterbacks in the nation. Hendon Hooker's a good quarterback at Tennessee, a really good quarterback. KJ Jefferson at Arkansas, De'Aaron King. Those are the quarterbacks that Alabama has faced that are in somewhat of the mold of a Desmond Ridder. Matt Corral is a much better quarterback. He is the best quarterback Alabama has faced. Desmond Ridder cannot deliver the ball like Matt Corral, who can also run it. So Alabama has faced like quarterbacks, and in one instance, definitely a better quarterback. All right. The Alabama rush defense is the second best unit in the country statistically, and it might be just flat out the best unit in the country in yards per carry against, number 2 in the nation, and they have faced good rushing attacks to elite rushing attacks in Georgia, Arkansas, Ole Miss, and others. And Alabama just flat out holds up. Cincinnati's not going to run the ball on Alabama consistently. So Jerome Ford, meet your former teammates. I do not see him gaining the 4.5 to 5.5 yards per carry that will really take the pressure off Desmond Ridder. Think more like low 3s in yards per carry for Jerome Ford in this game against Bama. Cincinnati played an A game against Notre Dame. Give them all the credit in the world. They earned this playoff spot. They did what they had to do. But just like we have spotlighted Alabama's inferior performances against the likes of Arkansas, LSU, Auburn, and Florida, what about Cincinnati's efforts against teams that aren't even close to that caliber of talent? Tulsa, Tulane, Navy, and others. Cincinnati's not a great football team. They do not have great talent. I give them all the credit in the world and want to see a group of 5 that checked off all the boxes, and Cincinnati made the schedule that was required of them to reach the playoffs. Alabama's just flat out better at every positional unit. And there you go. Bama 42, Cincinnati 17. That's all there is from the national semifinal. Hopefully we'll get a good one in the nightcap, which we will preview right here at the Voice of College Football. Please check the like button. Also, subscribe right here at the Voice of College Football. And we got team channels all over the place, including Alabama, Texas A&M, Tennessee, Florida, Georgia, and LSU in the SEC and all across the nation. So please subscribe to those channels. Please tell people that we are here talking college football and discussing, debating, and analyzing it with your help right here at the Voice of College Football. We will see you before the game. We will see you between games. We will see you after it's all said and done for our big call-in show right here at the Voice of College Football. We will see you then.